Here we go, everybody. So today we're going to do some kind of fun. This is something that's been trending on the internet lately. It's been pretty popular on YouTube and even in local restaurants, and that's the fried macaroni and cheese. So that's what we're going to tackle today. It's a little bit of fried macaroni and cheese. Now this is going to be really a 2-day process. The first day we're going to have to make our macaroni and cheese, and then the second day we can fry it, because we want to make sure that the macaroni as cheese has time to cool completely before we form it into balls. So today is going to be just making the macaroni and cheese. I'm going to doctor mine up a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of diced onion to mine, a little bit of sauteed jalapeno, and a little bit of bacon bits as well too. Just kind of jazz it up a little bit and just really experiment and have fun in the kitchen. So what I currently have right now is I've got about 4 quarts or a gallon of boiling water, and the next step is going to be to add some salt. So I want to add at least 1 tablespoon of salt to that water and make sure that it fully dissolves. And then the next thing that I want to do, besides get my utensils that I've forgotten, is I want to give it a little taste. And I just want to make sure that I can taste that little bit of saltiness in the water. And I actually could use, I think, 1 more tablespoon. Now, certainly, as I've mentioned in almost all of my previous demos, you're going to add the amount of salt that's appropriate for your family. So water's boiling, salt's been added. I've got my pasta by volume, and it's in a 32 quart container, but by weight, and I did weigh it, it is about 12 ounces worth of pasta by weight. So I'm going to add my 12 ounces of pasta, and I'm going to start a little timer off to the side to see how long it's going to take, because I am not going to film, certainly, pasta boiling in water for the next, say, 12 minutes or so. So this part of the video is going to be relatively short, and we're going to just kind of piece it together. But just wanted to show you, get yourself a fairly good sized pot. You need about, again, 3.5 to 4 quarts of water. The ratio is 1 gallon of water to 1 pound of pasta. So if you're a little under, because ours is 11 ounces instead of 16, you'll be certainly okay. And once it goes in, comes back to a boil, you just want to occasionally stir. And there is no need to add oil to your water, because the truth is the oil is just going to sit on the surface of the water, because oil is lighter than water. And it's just not necessary. So you don't need to add any oil to the water. All right, I'm going to shut off the camera for now, and we will come back when the pasta is done. We're going to drain it into a sink, which I have a colander in, okay? And I just have a small little, colander in my sink. And then we'll return it back to the pan, and then we will add our cheese sauce to it. And then once that's done, I'm going to add a little bit of grated cheddar cheese to it as well. So I have an aged cheddar cheese sauce. I have a mild aged cheddar right here, which I'll add some. And then I'm also, like I said, going to take an onion, a strip of bacon or 2, not even a whole onion, tiny little onion, half of that, and jalapeno, and I don't know if I'll necessarily use all that as well too. Probably about half of that. And I'll saute those in a pan, which I will show you in the next step, and then we'll mix everything together, give it a little taste to make sure that we have a nice balance of flavor, and then we will refrigerate it, and then tomorrow I will show you how to form them. We'll just hand form them into little balls, And then we will do the standard breading procedure, which is a combination of flour, egg wash, and breadcrumbs. And then we will fry them so that you'll get, again, a better understanding of how to fry. And that's a lesson that we will, do a few times in class. Of course, chicken cordon bleu is a fried item, but that's pan fried versus deep fried. And this is going to be a deep fried item. And then egg rolls, which is also another item that we do in class, so that you get a different perspective on how to fry different items. Pan frying, deep frying, and then of course the egg rolls, which is also a deep fried product. So they're all very similar, but the technique is critical because if your oil is too low, it gets greasy and saturated with fat. If the oil's too high, of course, it'll burn and not be very pleasant to eat. Okay, so I'm going to turn this off, and we will come back when it's done.